Time already?
Are we live, Ron? Yay. So good morning to everyone here and everyone who is joining us from a distance. In this space, we begin our time together by choosing songs from the hymn roll and doing a little hymn sing. And for those of you who are joining from a distance, you're welcome to sing along, follow along, or perhaps you want to take a moment to set up a sacred space in your own. We're ready for songs. We are ready for songs. 5, 2, 4. All right. And we're going to sing 5, 2, 4. Not what we did last week, which was sing 5, 2, 5 while she played 5, 2, 4. That's an option. Perfect. Who was the confused? We all are. Because the words on 5, 2, 5 are really good, but the tune we know is on 5, 2, 4. 5, 2, 4. So we're playing jam. Okay. 4, 7, 8. All 4. I got peace like a river. I got peace like a river. I got peace like a river in my soul. I got peace like a river. I got peace like a river. All right, we have time for one more.
Crazy.
351. Did Jan tell you which verses? Just kidding. Oh, I love this song. It's really hard to find a stopping place. This is his favorite. Okay. All right. This is a story. You almost have to sing the whole entire song. I was there when you were
make your mercies known, amongst the rising sun. The radiance of your light, until no longer young. I dare to guide you through the night, complete what I begun. And the evening passes in, and you shut your weary eyes. I'll be there as I have always been, with just one more surprise. I was there to hear your morning cry. I'll be there when you are home. I rejoice when you were baptized, to see your life unfold.
Amen to that. Please join me in the welcome. Welcome to the United Church. We are a peace and justice community, a movement towards wholeness in a fragmented world. Together we create a strong sense of belonging, a safe place to flourish, and opportunities to grow in our own way and in our own time. Let's bring in the light of Christ. Thank you, Alfie. I think we'll just move right on past the gathering song. We've done some pretty good gathering songs, I would say. And we're gonna move right into the welcoming of new members, which sounds exciting, right? So anyone, even if I don't have your name now, anyone who wants to join in being a member are welcome. And I do want to specifically invite the Green family and Barb Peckham and Michelle, our photographer.
Oh, wait, they're facing that one.
Yeah. Okay, and there's parts for all of us in this. So, and I've already said this morning, we have the honor and the joy of welcoming new members.
We welcome you to this community of faith, where we worship our Creator, all the way to Jesus, and welcome the guidance of the Holy Spirit.
We welcome you with joy into the common life of this church, and we promise to each of you our friendship and our prayers, and ask that you promise the same to us.
Your turn.
We promise.
Yeah.
We're grateful for the many ways you have already become one with us by sharing your time, talents, and treasures. Your presence makes a difference.
And it does make a difference. So, and the people, oh,
May
sorry.
we
Continue to grow together in faith, in love, and kindness, as the body of Christ.
And the people of God say amen.
Amen.
And the people of God say,
Ashe.
so, yay, we're glad you're here. And I do want to invite the kids, if you want to, you can light your candles, you can spin the wheel of kindness, and you can make the sacred sound, which be allowed to move through us as we send it up.
Stand over there.
Nice. That's right, turn it if you don't. Is it hard to, they want to know what you're reading, so here's the mic. Which one did you get?
Leave a generous tip.
All right. They already did that one, so yay, good for you, right? Yeah, volunteer.
Volunteer your time.
There you go, be a good volunteer. So,
What does that say?
assume positive intent.
Assume positive intent.
And I think that means think the best. Let's think the best of each other. You're invited to go to the kitchen with Miss Barb and Miss Jan. I think you're gonna keep working on your song, I have a promise. And if I'm. And we're gonna take a moment for social justice.
Hey, good morning, everybody. And good morning to everybody who is worshiping with us online. Really glad that you're here today. So, what I wanted to do is bring us some good news, and that's being passed around, but I'll get started with it. And the good news is, and this is focused on Lights On for Democracy, is that in Santa Ana, California, a very large Catholic church has every one of the classrooms lit up at night with candles for democracy. They also have bought candles for their teachers so that they can put those up in their homes if they want to. That's just wonderful. When I heard it, it was like, really? Man, that is really cool. You know, it's kind of thrilling when it happens. Because Mary of St. Augustine gave her family lights on candles for Christmas. And then she has a group of family, an extended family that is absolutely working it, and they're working to light up Wisconsin. And then this is a place that I know of, and there probably are many more, where where candles are lit night after night in other countries and in states all across the United States. So that, to a large degree, is what we have done as a congregation by reaching out, and what Compassion St. Augustine has done as an active group in the community. That's really growing out of just us here in this small town. Lee of St. Augustine, and that's our Lee here, Lee Evans. Lee came on Thursday night to share with us how we can transform both the website and also what we do so that we become not just informational, but rather recruiting people to a movement for democracy in our country to hold up this on a sustained basis for a long period of time. And this is what Lee said. This movement has three things that most movements do not have that want to really go and spread across the internet. A symbol with history, and you can read that about the Polish candles and the windows for solidarity. And the Pope put one, and so did President Reagan, and it went all across the world in support of solidarity, and that worked. And there was a change in Poland. A line that holds across parties, voting, free press, rule of law. They work in red and blue kitchens. There are hardly any movements now that can speak that way, but Lights On does that. And finally, a date the country is walking toward, July 4th, 2026. And the whole country is going to be looking for meaningful ways that they can participate in this amazing anniversary. Flip over, if you would, and I'll be quick on these last. So here's the actions. The actions are send a picture of your democracy light to the website that you see there. And Diane did that last week, And I tell you what, Diane Carl's light for democracy is right there already on the website. The other one is, the action is to share a picture of your democracy light with 4 friends and family by email and also on your social media. That is equally, if not more important than having the light on in your window. That's the way it gets out, and that's the way it multiplies. And then the last one here, and then there's a little script there that you might use. And then this, I love this, the thank you. A movement is one candle. A movement of millions is a constellation. The bridge is the block, and the bridge is our neighborhood. The place to get this where it lifts off is in our neighborhoods. Michelle, really, you did this already last year in your neighborhood. And the whole goal of this is on Thursday night, there will be another Lights On for Democracy gathering. And it is going to be about the 5 easy steps that Lee outlined for us about how we can do that on our street and with our neighbors. And when we do that, we use the 250 as like a runway of lift off for this thing. All right, guys, you're supposed to stay up there when I do something like that. All right, it's a runway for lift off for the whole thing to go for the rest of the year. Thank you.
Thank you, Warren. Part of this series, we'll just let the door close. Yeah, part of this series is also connected to the 250th birthday of our nation. Our series is titled Flipping the Script with Blessings and Kindness, and we have partnered with the US of Kindness and committed ourselves as a congregation to 250 acts of kindness, which, to my surprise, Greg started keeping track of. So keep them coming. I mean, we've got a lot on the list already. Today, we're continuing the series, and we're also joining with the United Church of Christ to celebrate and share Mental Health Sunday. On Mental Health Sunday, we remind ourselves and each other that it's important that we each take good care of ourselves. And we also remember that we have a wise covenant. We are a wise congregation. And WISE stands for welcoming, inclusive, supportive, engaged in the mental health of our community and beyond. WISE congregations, and indeed anyone with Google, is supported by the UCC's Mental Health Network, which is filled with resources and proclaims and celebrates that mental health is a basic human right. Therefore, the mission is to reduce stigma and to promote inclusion of people and families with self-reported emotional neurodiverse symptoms, experiences, or diagnoses. To include them in the life and leadership of congregations. The website goes on to say that we recognize the despair prevalent in today's world, and we respond in joyful embrace of the individual's divinity and dignity. The programs the Mental Health Network offers normalizes the conversation around mental health and seeks to prevent isolation and suicide by centering on education, belonging, and safety. I would say that in this space, we do our best to create a safe place for everyone. A safe place where any one of us can say, I'm not okay today. This congregation, if I can brag, this congregation was instrumental in this initiative and in creating the Mental Health Network. Our own Judy Johnson was a pioneer in this. So kudos to Judy if you're joining us from Missouri, which she just might be. But kudos to us for supporting her and this important work. Thank you for being kind. Thank you for being wise. So let's take a few deep breaths just to settle and center as a way of preparing us for the remainder of worship. If it's comfortable for you, you might want to place your hand on your heart. Maybe a hand on your belly. And breathe deep. Feel your body soften. Inhale holiness. You'll note holiness moving through you. Imagine holiness softly swirling around you. There is something sacred in you that waits and listens for the sound of the genuine. You are holy. May you be hopeful. May you be peaceful. May we be grateful. May we be holy. I invite you to sing, praise band, and give thanks.
Because God's given Jesus Christ, our Son. Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the Holy One. Give thanks because God's given Jesus Christ, God's Son. And now let the weak say, I am strong. Let the poor say, I am rich, because of what our God has done for us. And now let the weak say, I am strong. Let the poor say, I am rich, because of what my God has done for us. Give thanks. Let be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be with God, our Creator. all are we. Let me walk with my neighbor in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my song of vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Oh, let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth with justice and dignity. With God our Creator, everybody, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my song of vow. To live with kindness and work for justice, that all may be set free. Oh, let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
You are invited to light a candle on the table, if you would like to.
I know I sing for you guys every Sunday, but speaking is really terrifying. It's long. Modern Beatitudes by Kate Bowler. Blessed are you who feel everything so deeply, it almost embarrasses you.
Your anger, sorrow, and exhaustion are not failures. They are information about what matters. We are made to love and lose and risk and ache. This is not weakness, but humanity. So feel it all, joy and terror, color and shadow, because you are not too much. You are the entire sky. Ancient Beatitudes, portions of Matthew 5, inspired by the Amplified Bible, personalized by Pastor Donna. You guys gotta help me out on this one. When Jesus saw the crowds, he went up on the mountain. And when he was seated, his disciples came to him. And he began to teach them, saying, "Blessed, spiritually prosperous, happy to be admired,
Are we the poor in spirit? For ours is the kingdom of heaven, both now and forever.
Blessed, forgiven, refreshed by God's grace,
Are we who mourn? For we will be comforted.
blessed, inwardly peaceful, spiritually secure, worthy of respect,
Are we the gentle? For we will inherit the earth.
blessed, joyful, nourished by God's goodness,
Are we who hunger and thirst for righteousness? For we will be completely satisfied.
blessed, content, sheltered by God's promises,
Are we who are merciful? For we will receive mercy.
blessed, anticipating God's presence, spiritually mature,
Are we the pure in heart? For we will see God.
blessed, spiritually calm, with life joy in God's favor,
Are we the makers and maintainers of peace? For we will be called the family of God.
blessed, comforted by inner peace and God's love,
Are we who are persecuted for doing that which is morally right? For ours is the kingdom of heaven, both now and forever.
blessed, morally courageous and spiritually alive, with life joy in God's goodness,
Are we the people who insult us and persecute us and falsely say all kinds of evil things against us because of me? Let us be glad and exceedingly joyful, for our reward in heaven is great.
I think you did a good job. I also like the idea of you singing to us. I think that phrase, our reward in heaven is great, is interesting. Because according to Jesus, heaven is here, and heaven is now, and heaven is inside of us. And according to the modern beatitude, we are made to love and lose, risk and ache, and that's not a weakness. That is the genuine human experience. Our anger, our sorrow, and our exhaustion is filled with information about what matters. And we are called to feel it all. To feel what we feel. To be glad and grateful. Wow. When is the last time you took the time to slow down and feel it all? To wonder, notice. When is the last time we discerned together the information about what matters, which are sorrow, anger, and exhaustion might be pointed to? When is the last time we took the time to notice that sacred something, which according to Howard Thurman, waits and listens within all of us for the genuine. There's something in every one of you that waits and listens for the sound of the genuine. The wisdom of Howard Thurman. The sound of the genuine comes with reminders that you are unique, you are important, you are valuable, you are beautiful and handsome, and you are holy, and you are sacred. So this past week, while I was preparing for Mental Health Sunday, I went down this delightful rabbit hole. And the trip began when I spotted an article by Daniel Franz, which mentioned, the article was titled The Beatitude and the Psychology of Meaning. And the article begins with this reminder that every person is unique, every person is important, and every person is beautiful. And then goes on to say that there is something meaningful for each one of us to do that is in front of us, waiting for us, inviting us. I wonder what you think about that. There's something meaningful for each one of us to do, waiting for us, in front of us. This way of thinking is at the heart of logotherapy, which is also called the psychology of meaning. Anyone here familiar with it? Yay, you can teach me, because I know I'm skimming the surface here. The psychology of meaning is the work of Viktor Frankl. We'll talk more about who he is in just a moment. I like that word logotherapy because it makes me think of a therapy of living wisdom, or the therapy of the living word, or maybe even a therapy of living the genuine. At the core of logotherapy, as I understand it, is this belief that not one of us constructs our own meaning. We don't get to create or decide the meaning of our life. The goodness that we are called to do is already there, waiting for us. I wonder what you think about that. Frankl defines meaning as what is meant. What is meant for each one of us to do with the particular situation in front of us at the moment. What is meant for us to do with this situation at this moment in time? And once we begin asking, or once we begin seeking that answer, the answer will emerge. And the process is compared to watching the clouds. And the more, this is my experience, the more I watch those clouds, the more images, the more characters, the more I see. The more I look, the more I see. In this way of thinking, what is meant reminds me of that Bible verse. First I see, how does it go? Who memorized the Bible? It's veiled. First I see through mirror darkly, thank you. And then I see clearly, face to face. And what is meant for us, we will intuitively recognize, which I interpret to mean comes from the inside. No one else can tell me what is meant for me. It emerges from within. So there's one more layer to this. Well, that's not true. There's lots of layers to this because it's a rabbit hole. But the layer I want to add is the belief at the center of this paradigm is these tasks, which are waiting for us, which we are meant to do, are unique, they are important. It is something that the world needs, and you are the only person who can do it. it is meant uniquely for you. Something unique is waiting for the uniqueness of you. I wonder what you think about that. I find it really curious how the Howard Thurman quote connects with Frankel's logotherapy. Howard Thurman, for those who aren't familiar, was born 1899 in Daytona Beach, right? And was a civil rights advocate, worker. Viktor Frankl, born in Vienna, same era. According to Viktor Frankl, the quest and the question are what makes life worth living. Knowing there's something important for us to do that only you can do makes life worth living. And knowing that life is worth living is the essence of mental health or mental wellness. Believing that your life has value and that we each have an important task, a unique task, is where we humans find our strength and our resilience and probably our determination to keep on keeping on. So for the next few minutes, I'm going to share a little bit about Viktor Frankl. I'm going to offer a contrast between logotherapy and other therapies. Spend a moment on what makes us unique, and confess I really didn't understand the article, which pulled me down the rabbit hole. And acknowledge that we're not going to connect any of this to the Beatitudes. You can do that on your own. So what do we know about Viktor Frankl?
Concentration camp survivor.
Concentration camp survivor. Do we know anything else about Viktor? He wrote a book. That man was prolific. The book you're probably referring to is The Meaning of Man.
Man's Search for Meaning.
Man's Search for Meaning. No wonder I couldn't find it on my bookshelf. He didn't want to write. I think he wrote it like this incredibly short amount of time. I want to say a day.
3 weeks.
3 weeks. That would be a day. 3 weeks, just like 40 days and 40 nights is forever. Okay, so 3 weeks he wrote it. He didn't want his name on it, and that wasn't even a title to it, but I can't remember what his title was. At any rate, Viktor Frankl was born in 1905, so this is before concentration camps. 1905, same year as Grandpa, right? What year was your dad born? What year was your grandpa born? I'm just trying to give us some context. I mean, this is not ancient history. He was born 1905 in Vienna, Austria, and his first language was Austrian German. In my opinion, he was a genius. He was born with insatiable curiosity. As a preteen, he was studying philosophy, neurology, psychology, psychiatry, well, probably psychology. By the age of 25, he was had his doctorates, was a neurologist, was a psychiatrist. From his youth, he felt called or drawn, or maybe it's more accurate to say from his youth, he was aware that his life's purpose, what he was meant to do, was to help folks cope with sufferings. The sufferings which come to every single one of us. No one gets out of this life without suffering. Y'all know that, right? Okay, just checking. At the age of 15, Frankl wrote a letter to Sigmund Freud, and guess what? Freud wrote back. They corresponded for years. Sigmund Freud believed that the primary human drive was pleasure. Freud believed what keeps humans moving forward is seeking pleasure. Put a pin in that. Shortly after corresponding with Freud, Frankl began studying with Freud's student, Alfred Adler. You know where they studied? Coffee shop. Coffee shops. What?
Starbucks.
Yeah, Starbucks. Adler, who again was Freud's student, believed the primary human drive was the quest for power. He also believed that the more insecure a person is, the more that person claims to power. The more insecure a person is, the more they need to dominate. That's a rabbit hole. That's your rabbit hole. I'm gonna say ouch to it. By the age of 22, Frankl had developed his own theory about what motivates humans. It did not agree with Freud's, it did not agree with Adler's, and so they invited him to go somewhere else. Frankl believed that what energizes the human life was not the quest for power, not the quest for pleasure, but the quest for meaning. That wasn't the only area of disagreement. I'm gonna mention a few others. So in the psychologies of Freud, Adler, and others, the focus is on looking back and exploring and examining the events of the past. Frankl focuses on the future, what's waiting in front of you. Psychologies of Freud, Adler, and a host of others focus on what has been unhealthy, traumatic, problematic. Frankl asks a different set of questions. Frankl asks, what keeps you strong? What keeps you healthy? What do you find nurturing? Enriching. Psychologies of Freud, Adler, and a host of others believe that negativity breeds negativity. Frankl's worldview is negativity stimulates possibility and creativity. I love these contrasts because I know what I've been taught and not taught. The reason Frankl believed that negativity stimulates creativity and possibility is because he knew people who were strong, vibrant, wise, confident, caring, kind, who had lived and were living horrible lives. They were suffering. So in Frankl's observations, the difference in the coping had to do with whether or not the person thought their life had meaning. The last area of difference that I'll mention is that in the schools of Freud, Adler, and many others, when someone questions the meaning of their life, that is treated as a red flag. Intervention is required. Something's wrong. They're thinking about the meaning of their life. Frankl's logotherapy, asking about the meaning of life, is a sign of growth, maturity, healthy, honesty. So at the age of 22, Frankl had this theory. At the age of 25, he had earned his doctorate and was employed in the Steinhoff Psychiatric Hospital. We're still in Austria. He was responsible for treating women who had threatened suicide. And at this point in time, Nazi Germany is on the rise. And Frankl, who was Jewish and now in his 30s, could no longer work at Steinhoff Hospital. He could no longer have a private practice. He even had to change his name. He became the head of neurology at Rothschild Hospital, which was the only hospital in Vienna which would treat Jewish people. In 1938, Frankl was 33 years old, and he published his logotherapy, his theory. 1942, he's 37 years old, and he and his family were sent to the concentration camps. His family was killed. Frankl began living and witnessing his theory. And he came out of the camps convinced that he was right. came out of the camps knowing he was right. He died at the age of 92, 1997. That was yesterday to me. I know some of y'all were born that year. But one of the many things that Frankel witnessed and believed is that what shapes our uniqueness, what gives us the ability to contribute to this world in ways that are healthy, life-giving, and meaningful, is the things we've been through, the crap we've lived through. And so I don't want to say he never looked back at that. He found value in it. I also want to say I'm not a psychiatrist or psychologist, okay? So we're just brushing the surface here. But Frankel believed that our life's experiences, which include the things we're able to do, the stuff we're not able to do, our failures, and our successes, is what makes us unique. Each one of us has lived through something different. And yet we all have strengths and weaknesses. Is it fair to say we've all failed in some way? Or do I just have to own that one? I have failed. Our positive, our negative life experiences, our joys, our sorrows, our sufferings is what makes us unique, irreplaceable, and genuine. I wonder what you think about that. It took me a lot of years before I could be grateful for some of the stuff I've been through. What about you think about the idea that there's something important waiting for you? Right in front of you. Something you're listening and waiting for the genuine. May your journey be filled with blessings. May your life be filled with meaning. And blessed is what is meant for you. That's a lot to think on, isn't it? You're welcome. We're going to prepare to gather and to share the feast of our lives. I would like to sing a song of gathering. So just one verse of a gathering song, and then we'll move to the table.
Receive new life in the waters. Here we receive the bread of new birth. Here you shall call your sons and your daughters. Promise a new peace over the earth. Here shall dwell and teach us confession. Lives that are holy and words that are true.
One day when she did that to me, she was like, get up. And while the song was going on, she got up and she sat down and finished playing. We are amazing. So our table is open to absolutely everyone. No matter who you are or where you are on life's journey, you are welcome here. This is also the time in our service where we bring our offerings and our gifts, read prayer requests, spin the wheel of kindness, and share the bread of life. Are you the bread? All right. Nancy's the bread, and Vicki is the cup of love. So you can come, for all things are ready.
I'm sure there's something very creative coming out. Working those shares and that's like a mistake. I was about to say. That's what I'm talking about.
So we're going to sing a song we don't know. No, we're going to learn a song, a new song. I'm sure Jan's ready to teach us. Oh, good, we've sung. Okay, so this is again your chance to stand up, move around, sit, whatever's comfortable for you.
Oh, make a difference. We can make a difference. Oh, make a difference in the world. Oh, make a difference. We can make a difference. Oh, make a difference in the world. Gonna call the leader, I'll be let the people see the love of you and me. We are the light of the world, we live in what we see. Oh, make a difference in the world. Oh, make a difference. We can make a difference. Oh, make a difference in the world. Oh, make a difference. We can make a difference. Oh, make a difference in the world. We are the hands of Christ, reaching out to those in need. The face of God from the sea. We are the spirit of hope. We are the voice of peace. Oh, make a difference in the world. Oh, UCC. So make a difference in the world, and the Spirit of Christ will be with us as we go. So make a difference in the world. So make a difference. We can make a difference. So make a difference in the world. So make a difference. We can make a difference. So make a difference in the world.
You are invited into the closing circle. Kathy, it was cool to have the drums, and Karen, cool to have the guitar bass for 7 hours comfort zone. This is your opportunity to share a thought, a word, a takeaway, and then we'll have a couple of announcements.
Hello, Connie.
I cannot tell you, in this circle were so many acts of kindness across the last month. I lost May, but I never felt like I lost 1 ounce of prayerful support. Thank you very much. God bless you too. Your videos, I replayed until I'm nearly bored.
I wanted to thank everyone for welcoming us from day one. We walk in and Alfie was there, and just Donna, everyone. You certainly as a congregation live what you preach, and the inclusion and welcomeness, and we're just grateful for that as a family, so thank you.
You are our family.
You're stuck with us now.
Wow, Donna, that was an amazing message for Mental Health Sunday. And one of the things that you do as in your pastoral role is that we can and listen for it, especially as we're on a search for a new pastor. Donna speaks from the depth. You know, she's following a genuineness, a spirit, and you can tell that it's true and it's powerful. And one of the things that just reached out and grabbed me was in the beginning of it when you said mental health is a right. I never heard that before. You know, and I've been fighting for healthcare as a right since back in the day, but mental health was just something you tried to achieve, and you know, but a right, and just putting this was such a gift, such a blessing today. Thank you. Oh, and one other thing, I just have to add this, is where's Karen? There you are. Okay, so here's what I loved. The way you pronounced Beatitudes, you said, and from the Beatitudes.
Did I say it like that?
But I thought Beatitudes. I could hear I could see the musical notes coming out, and I thought, of course, our minister of music is going to look at it as Beatitudes.
Yes.
Yes. And what a beat you give us. Thank you. Thank you.
Anyone else?
Thank you, Donna, for reminding me of Viktor Frankl's message.
Yes.
I think Viktor Frankl is right.
Yes.
I find him amazing that he worked out his theory and then had to live his theory.
Yeah.
Wow, I've had that happen in my life, but not like that. Not like that. Anyone else? Okay, announcements.
Council will gather after the second communion.
I'm gonna balance that with,
All
that's
welcome.
serious, right? Council's serious. Next Sunday is gonna be Sunday Fun Day, just so we stay balanced.
Okay.
So council after worship.
Oh, that's
There's Lifelong for Democracy.
Every day should be Sunday funding. Sorry, Warren.
Lifelong for Democracy lights and signs and right over there.
Thank you, Warren. Other announcements? All right, let's share our benediction. We are blessed and we are blessings. We go with kindness.
So. You're getting too thin. Are you eating it all?